Sitka, Alaska. Postcard peril. Sitka looks like it came from a Bob Ross fever dream. Mountains, bald eagles, misty mornings, and fishermen straight out of an L.L. Bean catalogue. Everything screams peaceful. But behind the whales and wilderness, there's some real trouble. With a crime rate of 81.63 per 1,000 residents, most of it's property crime. So don't get too attached to your kayak, bike, or bear spray. And don't let the tranquil ocean breeze fool you. Violent crime still lingers above national averages. It's a place where your neighbor might be a fisherman, or just really good at vanishing with your gear. Home prices hover around $475,000, which is ironic considering you still need to padlock your fishing boots. Rentals go for around $1,800, but good luck finding steady work unless you're in tourism, fishing, or literally removing bear claws from tourists. Add in 226 days of rain a year, complete isolation with no roads in or out, and a town that feels more like a scenic prison. Sitka delivers risk with a view. Beauty? Check peace of mind? Not included. Cairo, Illinois, the ghost town that fights back. Cairo's got a haunting beauty to it. Nestled at the meeting point of the Mississippi and Ohio rivers, it could have been something big. Jazz clubs, paddle boats, booming trade. Now, it's more like a ghost town with a Wi-Fi signal. The population plummeted from 15,000 to under 1,500. That's not shrinkage, that's evacuation. Yet despite the exodus, crime hasn't exactly taken a break. With a violent crime rate topping 1,200 per 100,000, Cairo remains shockingly dangerous. That's 5 times the national average, and what's left to steal is questionable. The median home price? Around $29,000. Sounds like a steal until you realize there's literally nowhere nearby to buy groceries. Want work? Hope you enjoy picking your own adventure, where every path ends in either retail, temp gigs, or unemployment. It's a place where you survive, not thrive. Houses are dirt cheap, but windows are boarded up. Hope feels optional, and going out after dark is more of a gamble than a plan. Cairo's less a town and more a giant escape room, if the escape button's been jammed since 1972. Gallup, New Mexico, Route 66 gets rough. Gallup sounds cool on paper. Route 66 vibes, desert sunsets, turquoise shops, and maybe a mariachi band playing Bon Jovi covers. But dig a little deeper, and it feels more like an unsupervised fight club than a rest stop. The violent crime rate here hits 1,992 per 100,000. Assaults are basically an Olympic sport. Property crimes, over 6,800 per 100,000. Lock your doors, double-check your pockets, and maybe don't blink too long. If it's not nailed down in Gallup, it's probably already walking away. The median income? Just $37,000. Over 30% of residents live in poverty, and even though rent averages just $850, it still feels expensive when you're budgeting for security cameras and hospital visits. This isn't just a rough patch, it's a lifestyle. The ice cream shop has bars on the windows, even shopping carts get locked. It's got culture, sure, intertribal parades and killer sunsets, but also crime so casual it feels like part of the local flavor. Pine Bluff, Arkansas, charm with a side of chaos. Pine Bluff looks like the kind of southern town where you'd hear church bells, smell peach cobbler, and see kids riding bikes under big magnolia trees. Instead, you're more likely to hear gunshots and sirens echoing down the block. With a violent crime rate of 1,469 per 100,000, it's one of the most dangerous cities per capita in America. The kind of place where getting a burger, a bullet, or a blessing happens on the same street. Median income? Around $35,000. Houses are cheap, just $84,000 on average, but they come with a side of anxiety. Rent sits at $720, which is great unless you're paying it with dreams, because the job market is thin and the local headlines often read like a post-apocalyptic newsletter. Let's not talk about the population drop, down 20% in the last decade. Public services are stretched, and public transportation. Hope you like walking. It's a town with that small-town aesthetic, and a crime rate that makes city folks flinch. Welcome to Pine Bluff, where the bluff is pretending everything's okay. Bessemer, Alabama, budget living, premium anxiety. Bessemer sells itself as Southern charm with a BBQ kick. What you actually get is a violent crime rate of 2,439 per 100,000 and a survival instinct on overdrive. The crime stats are brutal, nearly 6 times the national average. Property crime, just as bad. Homes average $95,000, rent floats around $850. But don't be fooled by affordability. The real cost is peace of mind. Job market leans heavily on healthcare and retail, but many folks seem focused on asking just one question online. Is Bessemer safe? The short answer? Number. The vibe is confusing. Hot summer air, sweet tea, and someone mowing the lawn with a pistol on their hip. Security cameras work overtime. Porch lights stay on like warning signs. The welcome sign should just read, "Come for the BBQ, stay because your car's gone." There's a rhythm to Bessemer life. Mornings start with coffee and cautious glances, afternoons filled with local chatter and neighborhood Facebook groups swapping crime tips. Drive around and you'll see more "beware of dog" signs than mailboxes. Some neighborhoods have more boarded windows than open ones. Gas stations don't just sell fuel, they sell trust issues. Some residents joke about making Kevlar part of the dress code. It's the kind of place where you wave to your neighbors, but also quietly count how many locks they've got on the front door. That hits fast. Riviera Beach, Florida, luxury meets lockdown. Riviera Beach paints a picture of yacht clubs, pastel sunsets, and beach bars playing Jimmy Buffett. But this is Florida, with teeth. The violent crime rate sits at 2,295 per 100,000, higher than Miami's. Think about that. Miami, the city of neon chaos, is somehow safer than this waterfront town. Property crime is no slouch either, 3,500 plus per 100,000. Median income is about $50,000, but rent? Still around $1,900. That's high for a place where your morning run could include ducking police tape. There's beauty here, sure, palm trees, ocean breezes, but it comes with flashing lights, both the kind on patrol cars and the ones warning you your catalytic converter's gone. Picture sipping a $9 smoothie while someone hotwires a jet ski. That's the duality of Riviera Beach. Glorious scenery, gritty reality. Monroe, Louisiana, charm with a criminal twist. Monroe's got that deep south charm, fried shrimp, SEC football, and porches made for storytelling. But the stories here come with sirens. Violent crime, over 2,400 per 100,000, beating out cities like Chicago. Property crime, wild. Your odds of getting something stolen, 1 in 18. Median income is just $32,000, and the poverty rate sits above 35%. Rent's around $850, but don't get too comfortable. The background noise here is part jazz, part police scanner. Public services are hit or miss. Roads are either under construction, flooded, or confusing. GPS just sighs and gives up. It's a place full of culture and unreal food, and the occasional sprinting stranger in your yard. It's gumbo with a plot twist. One wrong bite and your day's done. Locals know the rhythm, sirens at sunset, helicopters overhead, and the news always one step behind reality. In Monroe, even the good times come with disclaimers. It's not hopeless, it's just tired. Tired of being a headline, tired of explaining, tired of hearing, well, at least the rent's cheap. Monroe has flavor, it has history, but safety. That's BYO. Anchorage, Alaska, the snowy wildcard. Anchorage feels like the gateway to nature, northern lights, moose, and snow that looks like powdered dreams. But this isn't a postcard, it's a plotline. Violent crime is around 1,200 per 100,000, higher than Detroit. Property crime is worse, hitting 4,700 plus per 100,000. That's top 5 in the country. Living costs are high. Rent is $1,600. Homes push $380,000. And groceries are up to 41% above the national average. Everything's flown or shipped in, including your regrets. And don't forget the darkness. Literally, you can go months with barely any daylight. Pair that with rising crime and frozen sidewalks, and you've got a city that demands resilience. It's the only place where your biggest threats are frostbite, property theft, and a moose side-eyeing your trash can. Jackson, Mississippi, when infrastructure and safety both fail. Jackson is the capital of Mississippi and a cultural heavyweight, known for blues and barbecue. But under the soul food and southern charm lies some chaos you can't season away. Violent crime hits 2,420 per 100,000, and for a while it had the highest homicide rate in the US. That's not just bad, that's record-breaking. Add in frequent water crises, as in no drinking water, no showers, and sometimes no toilets, and it feels like the infrastructure just packed up and left. Median income hovers around $38,000. Rent's a manageable $900, but you'll pay in potholes, broken pipes, and public services that feel like they're on strike. Living here means checking whether the power or plumbing will fail first. GPS doesn't guide you, it challenges you. Fireworks or gunshots? Spin the wheel. Gary, Indiana, top of the charts for all the wrong reasons. Gary used to be big, steel mills, good jobs, the birthplace of Michael Jackson. Now, it's more like a cautionary tale written in boarded-up windows and for sale signs. Violent crime, over 3,000 per 100,000. That's not just a red flag, that's a whole parade of sirens. Property crime's still raging, and the population has nosedived from 175,000 to under 70,000. Median home price is just $55,000, but a lot of those homes need more than paint. They need walls. The job market leans on healthcare, logistics, and frankly, leaving Gary. It's a place where a $12,000 house sounds like a deal until you find out it's missing a roof and part of the floor plan. Gary doesn't just teach street smarts, it demands them. The vibe? Less neighborhood, more neighborhood watch. On steroids. Walking through Gary feels like flipping through a photo album of what once was. There's potential buried under the rubble, but it's buried deep. The schools are struggling, the streetlights flicker like they're thinking about quitting, and even the stray dogs look like they've seen some stuff. Every block tells a different story, some hopeful, most unfinished. Local businesses open with optimism and close with resignation. These cities aren't just dangerous, they're unpredictable. Some hide chaos behind postcard scenes, others wear their scars out loud. They're places where the stats tell one story, but the streets tell another. Safety isn't just about pretty zip codes or beach views. It's about what's behind the curtain. Crime rates, poverty, underfunded services, and the everyday hustle people face to stay one step ahead. So next time you're browsing Zillow and stumble across a $30,000 home, maybe check the crime stats and see if the porch comes with a panic button. If this video had you locking your car from across the room, smash that like button. Want more brutally honest breakdowns? Subscribe and ring the bell, because the next one might just save you a relocation disaster.